Well, howdy ho there, boys and girls and gentlemen and ladies and things of the interwebs and the book of faces and the tubers and the twitters and everyone else's in the world. Midnight Run Creations, we are back out here again in the shop, making a big old mess, as you can see. Pile of wires there, pile of wires over here, pile of wires right there. Yeah, piles of wires everywhere, because that's what happens when you do a full Crown Vic chassis swap. So, old blue balls over here is got, as you can see, cab set, front end's all locked down and stuff onto it. I guess I can walk over there. No, I don't want to walk over there because I want to step across this stuff. So anyway, cab's on, front clip is all on. The wiring is all thinned down in the engine bay and strapped and stuff with it. So I already checked the ignition stuff, which I'm about to do on this one too. So same step, I get everything all thinned down. So first step, if you haven't seen the videos and stuff, go back and look. I'm not going to go through a whole bunch of stuff because they're in there, but get this all ripped apart here and then cut out everything we don't need. Airbag module, the lighting control module, the steering control module thing, the airbox, the mixing freaking thingy wingy, which actually I think that we might need. So I might have to get a new connector and wire that in and stuff with it. So, oh well, we'll get it figured out. So, see, even me doing as many of these as I do, I still mess up on stuff every once in a while with it. So, but yeah, so get everything all thinned down. So this is pretty much the bare minimum of what's needed to theoretically start the Crown Vic up with it. So we're using the Crown Vic column right now because it's still hooked up to the ignition and stuff onto the Crown Vic with it. So the cab side, or whatever you want to call it, fuse box is sitting right here. There's the other one over by the battery there, which will get set up. PCM is right here. It sticks through the firewall on this year Crown Vic. That's our main plug. But yeah, so I've thinned out everything I do not need in here. So before I start wrapping and taping things back up, then we always fire it and double check, make sure, one, it fires, obviously, too. First thing, it fires. And then secondly is that it feeds the cluster, because we're going to be using the Crown Vic cluster in this one. So we're going to make sure that it's reading what it's supposed to read and stuff onto it. So with that one over there, like I said, I did that stuff already. It's all wrapped up. Everything is tucked under. And then the the truck column's that one. So we don't use the Crown Vic column, we use the truck column. It's hooked up to the truck ignition, so this ignition gets modified into the ignition of, and we don't take this tumbler off and hack it together and all that kind of crap. The wires get wired up to the truck ignition switch. No matter what year you have, I have a diagram so that I know what any year Crown Vic to match up with any year of truck ignition, or any ignition for that matter. They're all the same on these old vehicles. They're all the same ignition switch on it. You can get a universal one and it works the same like I did with my Dodge over there and stuff with it. So, but yeah, so we do this, fire it, start getting it wrapped up, and then put the truck ignition into it. Well, after we get the truck cab on it, obviously. And then like that one, final stuff is do that, fire it up, clip out, stick everything that needs to be clipped out, because this harness right here is like 20 miles too long. So you can kind of see it up along the core support up there. That's that wiring and stuff. And so I kind of chop everything out here in that middle section and literally take 2 feet of wire off. So that all gets cut and connected back together and weather tightened, or whatever they want to call it. And then fire it up to make sure that everything's running like it's supposed to and stuff with it. So, which I think I still have to do on that side. Oh, that's right. I didn't do it because I had to get a new radiator, top radiator hose for it, because I don't know what happened to the radiator hose. So there's all the freaking parts and pieces and crap I have in here. I can't find a top radiator hose. So I think I might have come apart for the Dodge, but that's neither here or there and stuff with it. So, but yeah, so that's what we're doing right now is, like I said, got that all thinned down and stuff. So we are going to do the first fire now that I have the cabin side, I guess, for lack of a better term, all out. So the first time we listen for is for the fuel module to prime it all up and stuff, because there is the that's one of the major modules we need is the fuel module. I take the centrifugal switch, whatever you want to call it, the safety switch in case you get rear end and stuff. that gets pulled out because I've had those fail, and then it locks everything. So we turn the key over. Really good sign as you hear the, and the fuel pump has primed the system and stuff with it. So keep in mind this is going to run like crap because I don't have the intake attached, the mass airflow or mass air temperature, whatever the heck it's called. I can't remember for Ford. It's on that intake, and it doesn't like having that weird reading and stuff with it. Ford doesn't like the mass air temperature or map or whatever you want to call it. It has a hard time adjusting itself with it, where like with the Chevy stuff, a lot of it is OBD2 or O2 sensor, sorry, is O2 sensor ran. So this is fine to not have because it'll help counteract a lot of that. But anyway, so here we go. We're primed. Woohoo! There she is. Like I said, it's running crappy because it's not pulling, and it sounds like it's leaking too from like the intake or something like that. So we'll have to look at that. But and gauges are on. Of course, the ABS lights on, check engine lights on because it's running like crap and stuff. But